Hi everyone, and welcome back to It's a Twin Thing. So today's topic is gestational diabetes, so diabetes in pregnancy. And this is when your blood sugar levels are too high. So what happens is the placenta's producing more hormones in the body and can release a buildup of glucose in the blood sugars, which then the body is then trying to cope making enough insulin so that the blood sugar levels are balanced. But especially in twin pregnancies, the body can struggle to make enough insulin so that your blood sugar levels are balanced. And a lot of women that are twin mums or multiple mums can suffer from gestational diabetes. So I personally suffered from it, but I had no symptoms. I didn't know. I had a glucose blood tests taken at about 28 weeks, where you go and you're fasting and you have 3 consecutive blood tests over the course of about 6 hours, and they make you have a drink which is high in sugar. And they just test your blood levels over that period of time. And then I found out 2 weeks later that I actually had gestational diabetes. So I would have been roughly around 29-30 weeks at this point. And so I went to a class to learn about gestational diabetes and what it was that I had to do. I had to learn how to prick myself to check my insulin levels. However, when I was checking my insulin levels, a lot of the time my blood sugars were low, not high. So I just changed up my diet. So little things like, instead of having rice bubbles, I'd have oats because they were low GI. So low GI foods are better for a diabetic person. And I found out I was probably about 30 weeks. It was a Saturday. I remember finding out I had gestational diabetes, and I went into hospital into labour on the following Thursday. So I only knew about it for a couple of days, and then the babies were born. And once the babies were born, it goes away. So it's purely the body trying to cope with the blood sugar levels, the insulin, and trying to keep the body balanced because it's working on overdrive when pregnant with twins or multiples. So best to few little food things you can do. So obviously staying away from refined carbs, so try and have your low GI foods. That helps. Obviously, and things that are just not high in sugar, so staying away from your soft drink and your fruit juices and things like that. So it's something that I didn't, like I said, I didn't have any symptoms, so I wasn't really aware that I even was suffering from it. It didn't make me feel. You can have symptoms though, so things like feeling fatigued, frequent urination, and a lot of the symptoms that you do feel are naturally pregnancy symptoms anyway. So you might be feeling these things and have it but not realize that you've got it. And I didn't need medication, so I just altered my diet a little bit, and that was it. Some women may need medication, but the doctors are really good in monitoring that. And then once you've had the babies, you then go back and have another test just to make sure that it hasn't prolonged and you're still not suffering from the influx of different blood levels. So that's gestational diabetes. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me. Tomorrow's topic is preeclampsia. So tune in then and have a great day. See ya.